Bob, if you want on his photo, I can take one if you want.
Yeah,
Might as well.
when we can.
Fuck yeah, bro. I've got videos from now wasn't the front line too, bro. Knocking over, trying to push the police bike out of the way, then they had us blocked in there. Can't say. Yeah. Well, they've got a whole bunch over there too. Like, I guess they're blocking off there. They don't want us to go. We've got undercover police there, like, amongst the other protesters, trying to incite. Trying to get you to act out, and then they can do make us look bad too, though, you know?
We're not at the front to deal with the wankers.
We'll get there.
Good job, Bob.
Just push through.
Go to the same spot. That's stupid. She's dumb. You know what I mean? Like,
So you get this. It was 20. Double ender.
Try and get the front, eh?
Yeah, let's get some front.
Did you get that way? There you are.
Elbow to wanker!
Sorry, what was I didn't bring those hearing notes today, I didn't.
He didn't need his hearing either, apparently.
Only 2,000 people.
It's good that there's people isolated coming back as one, so it's good. Yeah.
Keeps going on after Ben signs in off backdrops.
Sorry? Yeah. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah. Yeah. And not following our laws. Yeah, and then want to make up their own. Makes no sense. Yeah. Especially when they say they're coming here for a better life and then they want to carry on with their...
Well, you just have to see England. Do you ever get onto what they're doing?
Oh, yeah, England's... Yeah.
So there were 3 million people that did what we did for UK, and they said it was a couple of £100. So the government said, oh, they're just right winners. So our media, they're not too good. I know.
Yeah. Yeah. Now we're doing things all the way through COVID and that as well.
Well, that's where they took control.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah. And
I couldn't believe how people just rolled over. My daughter lived in Melbourne. I think it was bad here.
oh, Melbourne was real bad. Oh, I know.
I mean,
It was crazy. Yeah. It was like Nazi Germany all over again. Yeah.
Well, yes.
Yeah. Especially when you saw one of the other journalists, I can't think of his name, and every 5 kilometres they had to stop for checkpoints to show who they were and all sorts of stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
By the way, we'd never go through lockdown like that again.
No. Well, we were one of the very few that actually just went, no, we're not doing that. And then a mate of mine, because he was organising ones in Brisbane, and then he said, oh, I'm going to organise one down the Gold Coast. I went, okay. And he said, oh, the police said if we come down there with a banner or anything like that, they're going to arrest us. And I went, well, let's go. And there's only 3 of us, and we had like 50 cops there for us. You know?
I'm glad you were waking up. It's
Oh, me
hard
too.
when all the media are also on that side.
Yeah.
But I wish the people waking up. That's what I pray for, wake up Australia.
Yeah, well, they also need to realise for our constitution that too, and uphold uphold the rights and that, instead of doing whatever they want to do at the moment.
I know, but
I'm hearing so many different stories, like from different people, and just coming in and going onto their property and then just think they can just arrest them and do whatever. There's a young lady that was helping her ex-husband, and he was unfortunately had to do with drugs. Yeah. And she was trying to help him. Then he's called the cops on her. She said there was like 6 or 7 of them. Dragged her out of a car, and then arrested her, and they charged her for obstructing police and. It's like, how does that work? Yeah.
I've woken up into a different Australia. I'm much older than you. And it was a much better place.
Yeah. And the other thing too is we haven't got one lawful court in this country right now. Because they're not under clause 5 of our constitution or section 80. And one lady I was helping, she was trying to get her daughter back, make sure the daughter was staying with her, and then the judge wouldn't allow her the child psychiatrist's affidavit, and he wouldn't also allow her to be a witness.
What about how in Victoria, if you have a child that decides they want to have a gender,
Yeah.
parents have no say.
Yeah, exactly right. Like,
Oh my God, he's going to lose his voice.
he does it all the time. Yeah. Have a good day. I'm just going to go for fun. No trouble at all. Come on!
I'm up there, we're up there, cause daily, headed to the 40, haven't seen a game lately. I'm hitting the train, I go watching your... Listen out to the window, listen out to the rain.
That's why you're doing Spotify player.
Hearing that water, looking at the feet. I don't want to see the sun no more, wasting my days on a factory floor. The first thing you know, I'll be back in my river again. Anytime you're wrong, baby, you can come around. But only 60 straight feet have the place I've been. I've been working hard, 12 hours a day. And the money I'll save on buy my youth again. I'm going for the heat wave. I'm a tropical head. Yeah, I know that's what's going on with me. I'm waiting. People like me, wish I could just wake up and not be true. Oh yeah, living in the
Australians ever! Australians ever! Australians ever!
Australians ever!
Let's go, Australia! Aussie, Aussie, Aussie!
Oi, oi, oi!
Aussie!
Oi!
Aussie!
Oi!
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie!
Oi, oi, oi!
Elbows away, car!
Elbows
Elbows away, car!
Elbows away, car!
Elbows away, car!
Elbows is a treason!
Elbows away, car!
Elbows a wanker!
Elbows a traitor!
Elbows is a treason!
Traitors to our country!
Traitor! Treason! Off with their heads!
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie!
Oi, oi, oi!
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie!
Oi, oi, oi!
Aussie!
Oi!
Aussie!
Oi!
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie!
Oi, oi, oi!
I've been telling my soul, working hard Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! 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 Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Elbows a wanker!
Elbows a wanker!
Elbows a wanker!
Elbows is a treason!
Elbows a wanker!
Elbows is a treason!
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Aussie, Aussie, Aussie!
Oi, oi,
Aussie!
oi!
Aussie!
Oi!
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie!
Oi, oi, oi!
Elbows a traitor! Elbows a traitor!
Elbows a traitor!
Elbows a traitor!
Elbows a traitor!
Everybody hold up! The police are telling us to hold up!
Can you lift your flag up a little bit?
I'm trying to.
Because people just treading on it. Keep it on.
I can't because otherwise it'll hit the ground.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, because it was sort of dragging.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to
Yeah, I know.
put as far as I can.
Everybody flag! We're getting the picture tonight, the Bible, all flag!
Yeah.
Everybody keep walking!
We're just holding up so we can get a better picture on the bridge. Hold those flags high, Australia. Hold them high. They're still coming in. There's thousands of you. I'm so proud of you, Australia. Raise them high. Here we are. We're not going anywhere. This place belongs to us. It's our country. No one's going to take it from us. I'm sorry, but you can keep your multicultural suit. This is the only suit that Let's make Australia great.
Let's make Australians great!
What do we think of Elbow?
Fuck
What do we think of Elbow? What do we think of Susan Lee? What do we think of the Uniparty? Uniparty are traitors! Say it to me! What are the Uniparty? Traitors! What are the Uniparty? Traitors! Traitors! They're traitors! They've sold you out! They've sold everything! They've sold it to every other country! They've sold your children's future! You've got nothing because they've given it to everybody else, and guess what? They keep bringing more people to our gates!
Shut the gates!
Elbows are wanker!
Elbows are wanker!
Elbow! Wanker! Elbow!
Wanker!
Elbow!
Wanker!
Elbow!
Wanker!
Elbow!
Wanker!
Wanker! I say wanker, you say elbow. Wanker! Wanker! What do we want Donald Trump to do to elbow on Tuesday morning? Give him an elbow! Donald Trump, please, if you're hearing it, someone post it on Twitter. For God's sake, help Australia close its borders. Let's make Australia great.
Clear that motherfucker!
Rock and roll, let's go. Tune.
Stood with a smile, but his words were the sky. I'll probably have to promise a match of love. Time to wear the heartland, thrown out of the sea.
It's on and off. Exactly.
Once a jolly swagman came by along under the shade of a coolabah tree. He's a hangman who was hanging way to where he was. Come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. He's a hangman who was hanging way to where he was.
Yeah, come on, my back. So yeah, Malcolm Roberts is here too. Hey?
Got some water, Ross.
Huh? See my back, man. You would, man.
Up rose the squatter, landed on the highway of the Brisbane March. The jolly come, but the future haters took a man. You come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda.
Do you know who he is?
Slim Dusty.
But you're for Slim Dusty. I mean the guy with the shirt over there.
You mean the organiser?
Got Two Worlds Collide from podcast. Huh?
That guy.
Oh, there's a podcaster.
As you pass by that river, you come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, you come a waltzing Matilda with me. Here you go, baby her, as you come on the billboard, you come a waltzing Matilda with everybody. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, you come a waltzing Matilda with me. Here you go, baby her, as you come on the billboard, you come a waltzing Matilda with me. You come a waltzing Matilda gates! Shut the 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 gates! Before it's too late! Shut the gates before it's too late! Ready? Shut the gates before it's too late! Go! Shut the gates before it's too late!
Shut the gate before it's too late!
Shut the gates before it's too late!
Shut the gate before it's too late!
Shut the gates! Shut the gates before it's too late! Shut the
We're
gates!
talking about digital ID as well.
Shut the gates! 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 Shut the gates!
They need to be talking about more about digital ID. Digital ID will enslave all Australians.
I come from the green time, from the dusty red stone green. I am the ancient heart, keeper of the grave. I stood upon the rocky shore, I watched the torches come. For 40,000 years I've been the first thing here. I came upon the bridge, bound down by iron hands. I fought the land, endured the lash, and waited for the rain. I'm sheltered, I'm a born and white, on a dry and barren road. A convict, then a free man, I became Australia. I'm a pillar
Babe, I can't see Albo's face again.
Turn the music back on.
Hell no! Fuck off, Albo!
Elbows a wanker. Elbows a wanker.
Albo's a wanker!
Elbows a wanker.
Albo's a wanker!
Elbows one. Okay, no.
Wrong is wrong!
Time to vote in independent, not the major two. Vote properly.
Jace, can I have it?
100%.
Get him back under the Constitution.
It's all good, folks. We're just gathering our senses. We're about to kick off again. Just hang quiet.
Albert, good to see you.
Love it.
We are ready.
Shut the gate, 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 shut the gate.
No to a digital ID.
Shut the damn gate!
That's it. No digital ID.
Shut the gate. Shut the gate. Shut the gate. Shut the gate. Shut the gate.
Shut the gates! Shut the gates! Shut the gates! Shut the gates!
Shut the gate. Shut the gate.
Albanese clown running out of town! Now climb up!
We have spanked
Nice drone they got snapped in the sky there. The drone's thing up above the school.
Sorry?
A drone's thing above the school?
Yeah. Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Has that been following us?
Probably. More than likely.
And it was a double speed. We were right at the back. And it felt like there was like there was a race.
Yeah, got a drone above the school.
We only bought those cards for one
Oi!
Better at the front.
How about system treason?
What is the greatest country in the world? Australia! The most beautiful country in the world! Australia! The luckiest country in the world! Australia! It's the greatest country on earth! Australia! Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! 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 Who does Australia belong to? Australia!
The people!
You guys come
Hey Ross. Hey. Fucking how many times we lost each other now?
A couple of times. As soon as we get to the front, they're easy for me to catch up.
In this day and age, I don't know how he does it.
Like I said before, that would be a pain in the ass to deliver to.
What's up?
That place would be a pain in the ass to deliver to.
Yes.
If you want to increase immigration, vote for people first! Three cheers for the coppers! 1, 2, 3! Appreciation to the coppers, guys!
I will when they work for the people.
Down came a gun, but the drinks kept the bill along. Jumped the flagman and grabbed him with me. He sang as he felt that somewhat in his tucker bag. You come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda. You come a waltzing Matilda with me. He sang as he felt that somewhat in his tucker bag. You come a waltzing Matilda with me. Up rose the squatter, mounted on his thoroughbred. Rose the troopers, 1, 2, 3, with the jolly gun, like the cute cat in the bag. You come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda. You come a waltzing Matilda with me. With the jolly gun, like the cute cat in the bag. You come a waltzing Matilda with me. Up comes the flagman, sprang to the billabong. You'll never take me alive, said he, and his ghost may be heard as you pass by that billabong. You come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda. You come a waltzing Matilda with me. His ghost may be heard as you pass by that billabong. You come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda. You come a waltzing Matilda with me. His ghost may be heard as you pass by that billabong. You come a waltzing Matilda with me. You come a waltzing Matilda with me.
next it says freedom of religion.
Steady, steady. Mando. Mando. Brother.
down in the harbor, watching as the gray clouds shadow the bay. Looking everywhere, cause I had to find you. This is not the way that I remember it here. Anyone will tell you it's a reason where I live. Even if it's something wrong, make the one sing with me. Great southern land, great southern land. You walk on alone, like really land, and the naked world with sticks and bones. See only I, it's only yours. I hear the sound of strangers' voices. See only eyes, they're only eyes. It's all the way, it's all the way, it's all the way, it's all the way. Welcome everybody. Everyone's still around. Oh, they're still coming. We got time for one more? One more.
Stand
you, ladies and gents. The last rally they said they couldn't hear us. How did we do this time?
Sounds fucking awesome, Mike! Come on, Scotty!
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Do you know what? Christ is King of Australia! That bridge looked good with all them Aussie flags on it. We've got our mate Scott Challen here. Do you know it wouldn't have happened without him and his rubber chicken? I had a bin chicken on my shoulder this morning. When I rocked up, my kid said, Dad, put that bin chicken on your shoulder. I was too hot, I took it off. But this man right here, he really has helped put this together. But do you know what? Scotty, myself, all the speakers, this isn't about us. We get like 3 minutes. We're giving Bob Catter and Malcolm a little bit more than 3 minutes. But we're all getting a little speech.
Need to ask all the crowd to come back around the front.
Guys, if you can come around the side and just fill up this area, that'd be great. Move around the sides, move around the front. Today is about you, every one of you. It's about your kids, it's about our grandchildren and the future of Australia. The only way we're going to get house prices back is we need to shut the gates, essentially. They've created self-serving policies to bring voters in to vote for them. They've made housing unaffordable. They're getting these families right here having to work 2 jobs and missing out on their family time, and it's not good enough. We've got to fix this country. And around Australia, where our voices are being heard. I want to introduce Scott Challen, the man, the legend.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the part where I ask you to help me. We are going to do a crowd exercise together, and I know Australians are a little shy, but I'm going to need all of you to push just a little further forward. And if you have to go back a bit, just come in around from the wings. And the reason why is because we're about to record a video for President Donald Trump. We're going to sing him a little video that maybe he'll play for Albanese when they meet in the Oval Office. What do you reckon? Trump is the master of the ambush. Do you reckon he'll listen to Australia? Well, I need your help. So in order to record this little 60-second tape that we're going to send to the Don, I need all of you behind me. And when I go like this, I need you to yell something, not elbows a wanker. No. I want you to yell, yes. Just say yes, okay? We want Donald Trump to encourage Elbow to close the gates, to help us do what the Americans have done and shut their border and get control of their country. So let's do this. You ready?
Yeah.
Make us say
Can you see the crowd behind me? All right, now listen up, everyone. Listen up, listen up. When this man here gives you the signal, I want you to go yes. All right? You ready? All right, you recording? Dear President Trump, my name is Scott Challen and I'm standing in front of thousands of Australians here. Let me hear you guys. Mr. President Trump, with all the heartfelt respect in the world as the greatest ally of the US, Australia, we think you're awesome, and we know you've done an amazing job to close your borders, make your country safe, and make America great again. We know that you're meeting with our Prime Minister, Mr. Albanese, on Tuesday the 20th. And we want you to please encourage Mr. Prime Minister Albanese to shut the gates. President Trump, did you know that Australia has more international students than the US and you have 10 times our population? What? What the heck? We can't believe that. Australia doesn't have a sovereign border. We let in anyone pretty much from anywhere around the world, and we want to shut the gates to give Australians a future. You are our greatest ally. We believe in you, America. We know that you believe in us, and we know that together these two great democracies can change the world. We stand with America, and we want America to stand with us. Let's go, Australia! Someone says to you, the next time someone says to you, what does marching achieve? What did you just do? We just sent the most powerful man in the world a little video from tens of thousands of Australians. This is what marching does. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we've got some politics of our own coming up in Queensland. We've got a Hinchinbrook by-election. What do we think about democracy in Australia? Yes! And we know that that is going to be a hotly contested seat. Would we like to see One Nation put the Liberals ahead of the Catters? No! No! We want to make sure the Liberals are below the Catters on the preference sheet, don't we? We want to make sure the Liberals know exactly what we think of them. We want to make sure that democracy, we're shaping it right now. This is how we do it. We want to make sure that One Nation puts the Liberals behind the Catters for that seat. Let's say yes. Yes! The Catters are our friends. Let's stand with them. Yes! Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Now, you've heard enough of my shitty voice. I'll pass it over.
Thank you, everybody. Scott Challen. You know, he has that rubber chicken. Sometimes I see him on TikTok. He's got a hammer. He's got a rubber chicken. But hey, we've got to bring back the larrikin spirit, you know what I mean? We've got to bring back mateship, larrikinism. Bob Catter, I think we're going to spread that out. He's like a toxic fumes with glory. We've got our next speaker, Lachlan Thunder Viking. He's made of meat. He only eats meat. Here he is.
Hey, my fellow Australians. Brothers and sisters of this sunburnt land, I know your feet hurt, but it's a hell of a lot easier than fighting the wars as our forefathers did. Mine do, I know. It was a big march. But look at what you've accomplished by turning up here today. By showing up, turning up, you've got these politicians standing with you who have held the line for years. Yeah. And the central political conversation in our political discourse has become immigration. Andrew Hastie stepped down from the shadow cabinet because of immigration. And you know what? Julian Hill, Assistant Minister for Citizenship under Anthony Albanese, you know what he's doing? He's writing to the mayors across this country, urging them to increase the citizenship ceremonies, to increase their votes. That is treason to the Australian people.
They can't win a proper election!
They're doing this because mass immigration is their final tool. It is their final tool to implement a permanent political class and weaken our nation both culturally, spiritually, and economically. Now, every person has a homeland, and this country is home to the Australians. We are our own kind. We are an Anglo nation of the Anglosphere. This is the fight of our time, mass immigration. We are the descendants of conquerors. We are those who tamed wild frontiers, who built empires from nothing, and we once ruled the waves. We are Australians.
were the masters of the seas, the architects of industry, the lions of the southern hemisphere. We held back Imperial Japan. We are the empire of the antipodes. And now the wealth of our land is deep. We lack only the grit and the will to see it brought to fruition. And it is so sad when we look around, because what has become of our mighty inheritance? It has been cast aside. And all we have now is mass immigration. We are flooded with unchecked immigration. Our cities swell like unripe fruits, bursting at the seams, and we're told, who will cook? Who will clean? Who will deliver the food if we cut back immigration? Well, Australians will. That is the disconnect we face. We are not a hotel for the world's wanderers. This is an invasion disguised as compassion, the same as is tearing apart Europe and Britain. They have eroded the very foundations of Australia we Australians built. Our hospitals overflow, our schools crumble, our wages stagnate, rents skyrocket, and Brisbane is the 10th most congested city in the world. All to accommodate those who have no loyalty and no claim to our soil.
Shut the gate!
Shut the gate! The duopoly fosters these fifth columns to intentionally destabilise our nation, and we face many battles. Digital ID, net zero, but mass immigration is the front line. Then they call it multiculturalism. Well, I call it replacement, selling out our children's future to people who do not share our values, to divide our communities and dilute our culture. No more. We've been sold off, shut down and swamped by those who do not belong. The great Australian worker abandoned, sidelined, watching his birthright handed to strangers. No more. We are the descendants of Anzac turned kings, of diggers who clawed gold from the earth, of Anzac who charged through hellfire in Gallipoli for this sacred ground, Australia. Now one day our shipyards will thunder with hammers again like on Cockatoo Island. Our factories will roar with pride. Remember Holden and Fall thundering off the line? That was our national security and we sold it off. We have been gutted. But our history is in our blood. It is in our people, so remember who you are. Now is the time to reignite that flame. That is what we're all doing here today. It is time to shut the gate and bring justice to those who oversaw the democide of our nation. So shut the gate, bring back the humming steel mills, the roaring factories, and put the Australian worker first. Close the borders tight, deport the illegals and criminals, slash the visas, prioritise our own blood and bone. Invest in apprenticeships for the youth, support and strengthen our industries, and pass policies that shout loud and clear, Australia for Australians. This is our land, this is our birthright. So stand together, descendants of Anzacs. We Queenslanders will hold the line. We will see our nation preserved and restored. We will make Australia great again. Okay, how about that? Well done. Another big round for Lockie. Yes!
Here we go. We thought we better have one beautiful young Australian woman here to represent all the Sheilas in the crowd. God bless you, Pixie.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Hey, I'm Pixie. Hey, I'm Pixie, and I'm here as a mum and Australian speak for all our families and kids here. Yes. I'm the founder of the Parents and Students Union Australia. For over a decade, I've spoken for families, for children with special needs, and for the parents and teachers that are left behind in a failing system. I stand here today not just for my children, but for all of your children and the children that aren't even born yet. This march is more about politics. It's about reclaiming our voice, our rights, and our future as Australians. Education is the foundation of every industry in this country. Yet our classrooms are overcrowded, our teachers are burning out, and our children, equality, those are neurodiverse and disadvantaged, are being punished instead of supported, with 80% of suspensions being our neurotypical and disadvantaged children. They need more support today, not in 10 years. Yeah! Meanwhile, sorry, same line, my bad, I'm human. This is not equality, this is not sustainability, and it is certainly not putting Australians first. We Australians put first not for full funding in 10 years, but 10... Sorry, I already said that line. Okay, they tell us they're giving cost of living relief, but every dollar goes to corporations, not people. We see it in our power bills, our rent, our mortgages and our groceries. We're told to tighten our belts while the government signs up on billions of overseas aid but can't even answer what is aid. We cannot look after the world if we cannot look after our own. We demand accountability, not just for politicians, but from the entire system. The schools, hospitals, mental health, the economy and the workplace. That's why we stand here for our future's future. Because if the government won't protect our kids, then we the people must stand and demand it today. Alright, for unity, not for division. Not hate, but unity. Australian of every background standing here today, side by side, saying enough is enough. Thank you.
Thank you, Pixie. I don't know where she came from. I've never met her before. Well done, beautiful. Gerard Rennick, people first. Here he is.
Hi guys, I'm here for the same reasons you are. We want to make sure our children get the same opportunities as our forefathers gave to us. The story of Australia is an incredible one. It was built on the sacrifice of our forefathers, and we owe it to our forefathers to make sure we pass those opportunities and that wealth on to our children. We also want to make sure we stand up for those Australians who try to stand up for themselves. We are sick and tired of the government controlling us. For the last 40 years, we've seen government sell all the infrastructure that was built by our parents, that was meant to serve us, that was meant to provide essential services. And they've marched on into the family home, the classroom, the bedroom, the corporate boardroom, God forbid, government to service. So we want to tell the government of Australia, get back to doing the things that matter. Get back to serving us, stop telling us what to do, and to put us, the Australian people, first. Thank you.
Gerard Rennick, Queenslander. Thank you, a guy who has served us well. We've got our mate Rob McMullen, the guy on the guitar. He can sing, he's married, sorry ladies, here he is.
We've got a lot of good speakers today, and they know a lot more about me than me about banking and all those sort of things. But I thought I'd do something a little bit different. I want to talk about stories. Because the thing is, on any given topic, there's an endless amount of facts you can say about it. But what really matters to people is the stories. That's how we understand ourselves and our histories, the story around the facts. That's what really matters. Stories can invigorate and lift us up. They can also demoralize and deconstruct. In fact, stories can be used as a form of warfare. Why attack people if you can just make them hate themselves and their country? Then they'll just give it to you. One of the great things about Australians is that we've never been too proud to look back at things and say, yeah, mate, that could have been done better. Could have been done better. But lately that has become weaponized against us. That has been used, this honesty and this great thing that we have that allows us to cooperate and build for the future and say sorry and move forward together has been weaponized against us as a culture of constant critique and undermining. Basically, I'm saying we shouldn't put up with it. Because here's the trap that they set for you. If you can be convinced that you owe nothing to your community can be convinced they owe nothing to you. If you can be convinced that you owe nothing to your nation, you can be convinced that your nation owes nothing to you. And if you can be convinced that you owe nothing to your heritage, you hate your heritage, you can be convinced that you are owed nothing from your heritage. So they take everything from you. So basically, I'm saying what I want you to do is to have the courage to speak up and stop putting up with all these bullshit stories. There's constant undermining, critique, criticism. You might not always have the words, but your gut knows. Your gut knows if something is a constructive criticism or it's undermining. You know, whenever people talk about the country, say, look, there's a million things we could have done better, but for everything we could have done better, there's 1,000 things we did right. We should be proud of that. We should be grateful for that, and we should defend that. So that's what I'm asking of you today. Stand up for your country. Don't put up with these bullshit narratives that are designed to take it from under your feet. Thank you.
Thanks, Robbie. That guy's a genius. We can't put up with it any longer, Australia. These hats, they say Australia first. That's what it is. This man, Malcolm Roberts, he's been Australia first for a very long time. And we love this guy.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Now why did you respond? Because you love Australia and our identity. Our identity as Australians is tied up in our country. You know, when you go overseas, you stick out your hand and say, I'm Malcolm Roberts. Well, you don't, but I do. Malcolm Roberts, and I'm from Australia. Family name, family position, and national identity is critical. National identity is critical. First of all, thank you so much to Scott. Thank you so much to all the help and all the organisers. And thank you to everyone who's here. You have made the day. You're making the century. Look at all the proud Australians who love Australia. Look at all your bloody flags. It's wonderful. Coming to talking wonderful Australian. For 30 years, Pauline Hanson has warned Australians the life we had growing up was slipping away. 30 years. For 5 years, my Senate office team and I have led the way in establishing mass migration and record homelessness as key threats to our country. The bigger threat, though, to our Australia is crony capitalism. The billionaires that run the world came to Australia under Prime Minister Menzies, who allowed 25% of Australian manufacturing to be sold to foreign owners, who then promptly moved that manufacturing overseas to low-wages countries. In the Australia we knew, though, there was always a parent at home and a sense of community, wasn't there? Yep. In the Australia we knew, immigration grew this country. From Australians after the war to Vietnamese, from Europeans after the war to Vietnamese after that war. People came here and rewarded our beautiful country with their loyalty, hard work and endeavour. Remember those days? Yes! Immigrants lifting themselves up, and in so doing, lifting up everyone in the country. Greek, Italian, British, South American, Vietnamese arrivals made their way into state and federal parliaments, seeking to protect the Australia for which their families came here, to protect you and your way of life. I hope the changing political landscape in the next year will bring together Australian patriots of all backgrounds and races to save our beautiful country from the greed of crony capitalists and the tyranny of globalist politicians in the mainstream parties, Liberal, Labor, Greens, Teals. And from David Littleproud and the Nationals, who's really a Teal. One nation stands against globalist crony capitalists and their foot soldiers in the Liberals, Labor, Greens and Teals. Traitors who have sold their souls for wealth and power and no longer care about the Australians they're supposed to represent. They no longer care about you. They no longer care about us. They ignore, yes, traitors. They ignore Australians sleeping under bridges, in tents and cars, working families unable to afford a home. They ignored the small business owners losing everything as insane net zero policies drive businesses into the red. While some stay afloat with subsidies to their corporate mates, subsidies for which you and I pay daily. Albanese and his party backers are as far into that trough as the Liberals were and the Teals want to be. They ignore the suffering their policies are causing because they're globalists, and that's what globalists do. They take from you, from us, and give to themselves. And foreign-owned insurance companies retailers, supermarkets and compliant regulators, racketeers fleecing hard-working Australian businesses. These captured politicians are quislings, betrayers, traitors, and have created the tools of tyranny to defend their wealth transfer. Now, let's just add an e-safety commissar to silence debate. A digital identity to keep your social credit score. To deperson opponents, as in China. A social media age restriction to ensure children only hear one point of view, the globalists. Replacing your identity, our identity as Australians, with a government-decreed globalist identity. Never have the young people been so lied to as they are now. Study hard, work hard, and we will steal your money, says both Labor and Liberal. Australian democracy is on life support. Thanks to you, though, marches like this have them terrified, and I mean that. They're very worried about what we're all doing. Because before their plan of betrayal is complete, we, the people, have woken up and realised the water around us is boiling. Congratulations for coming today, and thank God for your wisdom and awareness. Your participation in the political debate is more important now than at any time in our country's history. One Nation is leading with a commitment to repeal all of these pieces of legislation, all of them, and introduce constitutional changes to guarantee your freedom, including your freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, and your right to defend yourself in your own home with castle law. And yes, with a weapon. Australian wealth must stay here in Australia, creating jobs for Australians. Let me be clear though. What One Nation will not do is confuse skin colour with patriotism and loyalty. Traitorous white politicians have voted in this parliament to make foreign capital wealthier and everyday Australians poorer and less free, more enslaved, sold you out while pretending to represent you. To what was the White Australia Brigade, I have this to say. The world's crony capitalists are all white and almost all male. Their tokenist separating campaigns like net zero, transgenderism, DEI, feminism, and their war on masculinity stop at the door of their palaces of power in London, Zurich, New York, and Geneva. The rules they make never apply to the people who make them. Instead of race and skin colour, we must see character and patriotism. Yes! One Nation was born of the same Australia you came out today to defend. 30 years ago, Pauline Hanson called her party One Nation for a reason. Pauline saw all of this coming. In my first speech in the Senate in 2016, I said Australia must exit the United Nations and must stop implementing Agenda 21. No unelected global government or global identity. One Nation will defend the Australian ideal and the Australian heritage and identity of one community made of many different backgrounds, skin colours and religions, working together to lift up all Australians. When I grew up, we didn't bother about where people came from. Yet now, our politicians are letting in people who hate Australia. Worse, we have politicians in Parliament who hate Australia. Our vision has nothing to do with skin colour, birthplace or religion within the limits of common sense. And I add, Islam is outside our limits. Burqas and Sharia have no place in this country. I'll say it again. I don't need to say it again. It's okay to bring your culture, providing it fits with ours. And don't try to eliminate our Aussie culture to make room for another. Yes! If you've come here to leech off our welfare and take for yourselves the wealth our forebears have created over hundreds of years, then One Nation has a simple message about where you can go. Say it with me. Go back to where you came from. Go back to where you came from. Remigrate home to your home.
Remigrate home to your home.
I want a fair go for those who created the wealth that crony capitalists are now stealing from us, using globalist politicians and immigrants from countries that hate us. One Nation will deport the 100,000 illegals currently in this country. Send home students milking their status. Send home students milking their status and adopt net negative immigration until infrastructure catches up and until we can sort through all those who have come here during Albanese's mass immigration invasion. Let actual new Australians amongst the immigrants stay. And if you didn't come here to contribute, to be an Australian, then One Nation will drive you to the bloody airport. Call it our airport Uber service. One way, of course. Like you, I came here today because we have had enough. We've had a gutful. Shut the gates! Shut the gates! We want our Australia back. We all want to keep our identity and heritage as Australians. Thank you so much for being here.
Rightio. Well, thank you, Malcolm. He was the first person I ever heard speak about remigration. I think the 2.9 million immigrants brought in on visas, they were all lied to. They were all lied to. Sold a broken Australia. So I think they need to go. Yes. They need to go, and we need to put your kids first. Yes. And we need to put your house first, your castle first. Yes. On the side here, we've got a flyer from Family Voice. There's a QR code for the Castle Law. Rob Catter. This is who we're supporting when you sign this QR code. It's just around the side. Come get them at the end. You'll see me. We'll have these flyers, right? We'll get someone hand these out. Come here, mate. This is a family. This is a family. This is what happens when you have a great dad, right? And he's going to get his kids doing the same, and you're going to get your kids to do the same, and it's Australia first.
This is beautiful. I should say before I start, there was a lot of people contacting me from the Townsville March and said it was just a beautiful thing to watch on TV. I wish I could have been there. So there's a lot of people out west and remote areas that can't be here today, that your spirit's with them, and you're filling the role that they couldn't if they were here. So I wanted to start with something first. I love Australia. Yeah! Let's hear it from you. It's not that hard to say. I was trying to think about what to say today, what's most important, why am I here? I think we all have that urge, that nationalistic urge, and there's something in us that's been there for a lot through our country's history. What is that unity purpose? What was it gnawing away at me that wanted to be at that first march? What was it that brought me here? And that made me reflect, well, you know, what's the problem then? And where I zeroed down in is, what the problem for me is not there's a lot of people out there that are afraid to wave the flag around in the public. They feel intimidated or bullied to put the flag up in the house. They feel ashamed to say, I love Australia. We say, I love Australia. We're proud to say it. There's nothing wrong with it. And that's where I see the problem. I did a speech in Parliament on this march on Thursday, and I was ostracised. I was a pariah. And then that's not the first time I've been a pariah in Parliament. It's usually the way it is. But that's what they're doing out there. And I think that's the need for us to come together like this, is because they're going to make it increasingly harder for all those other people out there that aren't here today. They're going to make it increasingly harder for them to stand up and say, no, that's not right. We don't want to see our flag burn on the Sydney Harbour Bridge. That's not going to happen. We're not going to celebrate when 1,000, 2,000 people are killed over at a music festival in Israel. We're not going to celebrate that. We don't tolerate that in Australia. But we're getting increasingly scared, and politicians are the worst, getting scared and scared to stand up. And I think that's a really big reason why we need to come together. And so we are willing to stand up, and we can turn these things around. There's the obvious things we've talked about today, and you know about immigration, the economic side of things, and the housing, and the stress it puts on us. The usual analogy they put on from out Mount Isa out west, and they say carrying capacity in a cattle paddock. If you're trying to run too many cattle, you'll soon run a gutter. But I don't want to focus on it. I want to focus on the cultural element of it, the cultural implications. So, again, if you're talking to people out there, they say, well, what is it? What is our country then? What's our values? And if you think about that, it's not just land and resources, is it? We're not just real estate for someone to come over here and occupy while they want to get some work and try and earn some money. It's not that. It's a lot more than that. Because people didn't go out to Gallipoli and Tobruk and Kokoda and die for something just for a bit of real estate and some resources. It's a lot more than that. There's a spirit there that's imbibed here today. There's a spirit in those people that got them going, that made them want to die for their country. We're a community. We're a national community, and that's something sacred. That's something to be preserved. And there's people that don't like our community. They're coming to this country, and they not only are they indifferent to it, some of these people, but they're actually aggressive against it. They want to impose their country, bring it over here, cut and paste it into ours. And that's a problem. And that is something to fight against and stand up against. Again, why we're here. I use the example, I think it's a good analogy. Again, speaking of those people out here, I live in Mount Isa, a mining town, and we talk about FIFO. People come into town, they work there, and they say we live here, but usually they don't think much of the place. They say, Mount Isa's no good, we've been out there, it's not much, because they're not part of the community. And they won't be working at the fete, and they won't be helping out and volunteering, because it's not their fault, but they're just not part of the community. That's not it. You come over from overseas and you don't want to be here. If you don't want to get involved, you don't want to embrace our culture, embrace what we are, we'll go back and find another country. We don't want you. We want people here that have that same spirit, that want to come together, that want that unity, and that's the sort of thing that people would defend and fight for. I think a lot of these people, I don't think any of these people coming in now that are showing this aggression towards their country, they certainly wouldn't fight for a country. I think they might end up fighting against it. I think they'd welcome in invaders. And I'm not kidding, I think that's a real problem.
It's a big problem.
It's impossible in this country to have a value-free zone. You can't have a vacuum on values. And there's all these cringe topics people talk about. You can't talk about immigration, you can't talk about religion. We were founded, our grandparents and our great-grandparents, like it or not, they founded their country on Christianity, on Christian values. That's what happened. That's the history. That's what brought us to where we are today. And there are some cultures and religions are incompatible with that. And you can't put the two together. It's not a melting pot. And they served us pretty well. Look after your fellow man. Bring those people falling behind. Look after them. Let's have a unity of purpose. That's what we inherited, and that's what got us to where we are. Why are we so ashamed to embrace that? And why do they keep attacking that and try to make us feel embarrassed or ashamed when we say that and loudly proclaim that? We need to own that ground again. So today, I'm just so very grateful, all Australians participating, standing up. It is brave. It takes a lot to wave that flag in front of people and take that criticism. And you've done it stoically and peacefully. And for that, I give thanks and I give praise to you. As political parties, I commit to you, the KAP, we'll be working with all other parties, Malcolm and One Nation. We'll support any of those ones that are out there pushing in the same direction. We've got to come together and support each other against these uniparties that keep going weak at the knees and they get scared and they keep bending over for all this stuff. We've got to stand up against that and we've got to do that together. I love Australia.
Thanks, Robbie. What a legend. What a great... I bet he's a great dad, and he has a great dad. Keep being good dads, eh? We've got a man right here, Damien Curry's got a show, The Other Side. Tune in on YouTube, he speaks a lot of common sense. Thanks for what you do, mate.
Pleasure, mate. How are you?
How's everybody feeling?
This is bloody great. Folks, I'm here to talk to you about the media. I used to be in the media. And the media would like to tell us that we're all racists. Well, a lot of us, like me and like Robbie, are descendants of immigrants. I've got Lebanese immigrants on one side, a few generations back, and I've got Irish on the other. And criticising bad immigration policy is not racist. For decades up to the Rudd era, from 2007, Australia's annual immigration, NOM, net overseas migration, it was around 100,000 a year. About 0.5% of the total population. After Rudd from 2007, it more than doubled to 250,000 a year. That was Labor's big Australia. After COVID, we saw net overseas migration of just under 1 million in 2 years. That is grossly irresponsible. And the speed of immigration into a country of only 27 million of 1 million in 2 years is insane. As the Americans say, you don't guard your borders carefully because you hate the people on the outside, but because you love the people on the inside. The biggest problem Australia's facing now is not hate. It's that the left don't love the people on the inside enough. And it's that the left has control over all of our cultural institutions, our commercial media, our bloody national broadcaster, our universities, our high school classrooms, our primary school classrooms, our parliaments, even our major supposedly centre-right political party has been left-wing infiltrated to some extent. Our government bureaucracy, our corporate bureaucracy, our entertainment industries, and even our investment sector, who control what things that trillions of superannuation dollars get invested into, are under the influence of leftist boards, those industry super and public sector super funds. It is a tangled, tight web of leftism. And this tight web is so dominant and all-pervasive in the Australia of the 2020s in a way it wasn't at any other time that unfortunately we don't even notice it. We're like fish swimming in water. We know something feels different. We know it's a bit off. And we feel like we may be a bit odd sometimes thinking that, but it is very, very real. It drives who gets hired and who doesn't. It drives who gets investment money and who doesn't. It drives which government programs get funding and which don't, and which media outlets get advertising dollars and which don't.
Thank the Jews for that.
And so big government works hand in hand with big corporates and big unions, and workers and small business people lose their power and their freedom.
100%.
Sensible small immigration is okay, but it is not racist to demand something from immigrants in return, like our ancestors gave. Australia is more than country to be welcome to. It is a nation to belong to. And there is a reasonable price to pay for admission to an already established enterprise. And that price is a commitment to integrate and assimilate, like our ancestors did, to adapt to norms of behaviour and dress, to the rule of law, to learning the language and the history of the nation, to accepting the dominant religion and at least understanding it, even if you don't practice it. Yes. And the dominant religion is Christianity. Yes. Suggesting this isn't racist, it's got nothing to do with race. It's essential for survival of any people. Ask our friends in Japan or China. You can't become a citizen of those countries very easily if you're not actually Chinese or Japanese, and good on them. Australia and Australians of all origins and backgrounds have got a right to preserve and protect themselves and their culture as much as any other people. We've got to resist every attempt to attack free speech. E-Safety Commission's got to be shut down. We've got to resist all of these attempts for a national digital ID and to censor what we're saying online, because the media is all we've got. And when we're gone, when the independent media is gone, we are really stuffed. So please support new and emerging independent media like my show, The Other Side. It's The Other Side Australia on YouTube. Just type in The Other Side Australia, it'll come up. Dusty works with us. We have Scotty Challen on all the time, so please join us and all the other guys that you've heard speaking tonight. So thanks very much, everybody. Please give to the people who are doing the hard work, and in the media, turn off and stop giving to the people who are not serving you. Thank you.
Thanks, Damo. You made a good point there, because can you trust any of the social media platforms? Not necessarily either. See this man here with the call flute, QR code? That's that QR code will take you to the Queensland March for Australia website, because we really don't trust even Twitter. Can you trust any of them? Never! We want to stay in contact with you, so follow Damo, use the social media, back every single Australian first person, but we want you to sign up. We want to stay in contact, because they could get rid of us like that. March for Australia could be gone tomorrow, and you can stay in contact with us. Our next speaker, George Christensen. This man's been in the game. He got out of politics, he got back into politics, and he's got a lot of fight in him.
Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Aren't you a good-looking bunch? As good-looking as Dusty over here. And I'm loving the signs. I think we found the perfect reason against mass migration with a sign that I can't see, but was over here, where the guy's telling us he married the perfect Latina. He wants the gate shut before his mother-in-law gets here. But Australians, this is our line in the sand.
Yes!
They told you that you were a minority. They told you that you were a fringe. They told us that we were finished. But look around you right now. We are not alone. We're not fringe, but we are rising. They tried to divide us. They tried to silence us. They've tried to shame us. But here we are. We're loud and we're proud because we are done with being silent.
Yes!
And here's the awful truth, ladies and gentlemen. This government, the Albanese government, hates you. The last one, that sadly I was a part of, sold us out. And the next one is not going to save us either. Labor, Liberal, Greens, Teals, they've all betrayed Australia. They've betrayed you and your children.
Treason.
They promised unity but gave us division. They promised strength but they made you a second-class citizen in your own nation. They promised diversity but they've delivered destruction. Our suburbs are now fractured. Our streets are lawless. Our laws are ignored. This is not immigration. This is cultural replacement. This is not diversity. This is civilizational vandalism. We've seen Australian flags burnt in rallies in Melbourne. Last year, we saw a Christian bishop stabbed at the altar in his own church in Sydney. Postcodes have become ethnic enclaves and hardly recognisable as Australia. About a decade, I warned the federal parliament. I warned them about this and I said, our culture is being oppressed and supplanted by a culture that is so at odds with its host that it hates all that the host country and its people stand for. Well, they ignored it. Now we face machete attacks, child brides, forced marriages, the list goes on, and what does the government do? Well, absolutely nothing. Apart from funding more diversity programs and calling you extremists, racists and dangerous. Well, I say no. They are the danger. They are the traitors. They sold out your country for votes, for donors and for power. We're not racists. We're not extremists. We are the people that still believe in Australia. We are the people that still love this nation. We are the voice they've tried to erase. We are, you are, the resistance. So if someone's live streaming it and Albo happens to tune in while he's waiting for his meeting for Trump, here's the message from today. No more mass migration. Yes! No more division disguised as diversity. Yes! And no more cowardice from Canberra. Yes! This is our house, ladies and gentlemen. We set the rules. We welcome people here, yes, but on our terms, under our law, and within our values. Yes. Before I wrap up, ladies and gentlemen, I want to honour the patriots who made today happen. Shallow Charles, Sam Banford, Dusty Bogan, Rob McMullen, Lockie Lade, Spanbot X, Oz Integrity, and the politicians who stood tall. Senator Malcolm Roberts, Bob Katter MP, Robbie Katter MP, former Senator Jared Rennick. But lastly, this fight isn't the politicians' fight, it's your fight.
Yes.
It's our fight. We fight for truth. We fight for our kids. We fight for our nation. We fight today, we fight tomorrow, and we will never, ever back down. This is our moment, ladies and gentlemen. This is our land. Let's take it back, and let's make Australia, Australia again.
George Christensen. He's been at it for a while. He's one of the people here who have spoken, who are politicians. You know, it's not such a disappointing word, isn't it? But they are all Australian first. We've got a man here, Bob Katter, he's coming up. He is like the grandfather of Queensland. He is the embodiment of Queensland. When he put that cowboy hat on my head, and I almost passed out. There's something incredible about him. The Holy Spirit occupies the man. Jesus Christ bless this man. He's going to tell us something today. The Spirit of Australia is coming alive in every single one of you.
I love movies, and the most moving scene I ever saw in a movie was in Saving Private Ryan. And the first scene in the movie is a lady at the washing tub doing the washing, and her black car limousine pulls up, and two men in black suits come up the driveway, and she stands in the doorway, and she's advised that her 3 children are dead in the war, and everything that's in that woman just dissolves. She just sort of melts into the floor. And I thought, my great-great-grandmother got that telegram, and my great-grandmother also got that telegram. And we lost a son at Gallipoli, and we lost another son in the Second World War. But if you are a Sikh and you come to this country, and 2 minutes later, as many of them are, proud flag-waving Australians, you are just as much an Australian as I am. Now, having said that, I don't want to hesitate to say that the forces of evil are abroad. And I've got to mention Tony Burke by name, which I very seldom do, which I very seldom do in politics. And because he's the leader of the House, I'm burning up a lot of, power that I'll have in the power. But I'm going to burn it up because he brought in 2,000 Gazans without any reference to the people of Australia. Now, the Gazans are people that come from the same area and are part of Hamas. They murdered 3,000 people in New York. They murdered 1,200 people crossing the border into Israel. And they murder people all of the time. And the people they murder, I might add, are Christians. And go to Nigeria today, and I was with 2 Nigerians a couple of days ago in Mount Isa, and they said they're just murdering us all the time. If you're a Christian, you get murdered. And that's what Tony Burke brought to Australia. Just in one day, 2,000. Now, I got some really bad news for you, because the Liberals actually brought most of these people in. In the last 12 years, please, in the last 12 years, they've brought 4 million people into Australia. 4 million. Now, in the next 12 years, they'll bring another 8 million at that rate. And they're now 1/3 of Australia. And in the next 10 years, they'll be a majority. Our country will not be our country. They will be the majority. And our party says no migration without assimilation. Now ask the question, do you come from a country with democracy? No, no. Do you come from a country with rule of law? No, no. Do you come from a country with Christianity? And I'm not apologising for that, I can tell you. No, no. Do you come from a country with industrial awards? No. Then what the hell are you bringing them for into this country? Now, 92% of them, and most of them came out of the Liberal Party, 92% of them went to Sydney and Melbourne. There are no jobs in Sydney and Melbourne. All secondary industries gone, closed down, factories are gone, closed down. So what the hell are they doing in Sydney and Melbourne? They're doing nothing, but you're paying for them. You're paying for them. You're paying for them. It's our money that is looking after them here. And why wouldn't you come to this country? You've got a few kids, you get 60 grand a year for doing nothing, sitting on your backside, and you get a free house as well. I want to say this. I feel very strongly about this now. The situation has come to a point where, for me personally, I'm part of the Gumtree movement, right? The Gumtrees. And we're going to make a statement. Every week we're going to make a statement. And our first statement is no migration without assimilation. Yeah! No migration without assimilation. And that just about means no migration. Now when they say migrants, wait on, more people are sneaking in through the students visas. There's a whole stack of visas out there that they're sneaking in on. So I don't know how many people have come in. They own up to 4 million, but I suspect it's a lot more than that. Now, having said all of those things, I want to say, in conclusion, why am I here? And this is just, I think one of the reasons why I have such passion. When I was 18, I just turned 18, we were at war with a dreadful man called Sukarno, who had captured control briefly of Indonesia. But we're at war with this Sukarno. And I was the unit historian for the 49th Battalion. And I went up and saw a colonel and I said, Colonel, we covered ourselves in glory in the First World War, but it's not quite so glorious in the Second World War. He said, what do you want to do, Cutter? I want to go down to the RSL, it's only 18 years after the war, and ask around, because we might have been a fallback battalion, but then again we mightn't have either. So I went down and said, anyone here know about the 49th Battalion? There's 1,000 men in a battalion. Anyone know about 49th in the war? The bloke yelled out, yeah, mate, come down here. They said, they were the worst hit of all. At San Hernandez, the bottom of Kokoda. They said when they were relieved, there were only 28 of them able to walk out unassisted. And I said 28, he said 28, and I said 28. And he said, you know how many men left Port Moresby? Yeah, 783 men left Port Moresby. 783 men left Port Moresby. And all that's left was 28. Are we going to let those people down? Those men down? No! Are we going to let those people down? No! No! So, don't shout, Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. Shout, Australians ever. Australians ever. Forever. Never, never, never. Australians forever. Australians forever! Australians forever!
Australians forever! Australians forever!
Alrighty, we're almost at the pointy end here, guys. I have got 7 of these amazing freedom hats courtesy of Turning Point Australia. And I just want to give them a big shout out. Turning Point Australia. And the reason why is because they live streamed this event all over the world today. All over the world. They have cameras here. They have cameras in every capital city. And I don't know if anybody has tuned in yet to what's happened in Melbourne today. But do you know why we're here? Because I don't want to end up like that. Yeah. Robert, rubber bullets, tear gas, burning flags. Seriously, take me down there. I'm ready to start cracking heads. I'm going to give away 7 of these, but in order to get one, you need to register on our QR code because we want to send you emails and keep you updated with what's about to unfold for March for Australia. So, have you registered yet? Yes. Good, because we need your help. Because March for Australia Queensland, we are our own franchise up here. We are March for Australia Queensland. We've got our own website, we've got our own socials, and we are going to mobilise Queenslanders, and we are going to save the country. Yes! That's what's going to happen. Yes! So if you want to win one of those hats, jump on there. We've also got a lucky dip $250 Bunnings voucher to give away to someone who registers as well, courtesy of a very generous benefactor, and they weren't Zionists either. That's for the guys in the crowd that love that stuff.
Just one little blurb. Hey, George Christian, we need you, mate. You got to settle up again, George.
Bring George back to politics. What do you reckon? Yeah. Do we need to get Jared Rennick re-elected? Yes. We need to make sure that Malcolm stays in too? Yes. These are our heroes. What do we need our politicians to do? We need them to come under one umbrella. We need them to work together. What does the Australian people want? We want them to work together. Yes. We're sick of the infighting. We're sick of the factionalism. It's time to stand for Australia. We want you guys to work together for us. And that's what we demand here today.
Thank you, everybody. We've got a few things. I don't know if you saw, we were hanging up Aussie flags. I said to the police, I said, is that illegal what we did? I don't think it is. You see all these guys with concrete, cool gym, mowing. So we've been banging up Australian flags all around. We did it on the weekend. We did it on that bridge. It was a bit dangerous. Some guy named Dave almost fell off the bridge. So raise the flag. There's a March for Australia also has another Twitter page, which is Raise the Flag. You can, if you raise your flag in your backyard, anywhere, if you hang up flags in the public, send them a DM on Twitter, on Facebook with your flag raised, because they'll share it publicly. They're also doing Australia Voice. You can send in, if you want to do a video saying why you came today and why you want to see the end of mass migration, you can send a video in, you can write up something, and they'll post it and share it to March for Australia's page. So get on that. We've also got Australia Month. Did you know Federation Day is January 1st, is Federation Day, right? Yes. So don't have a New Year's party. Have a Federation Day party. Get everyone around. Have a Federation Day party and bring in the new year and say, Happy Australia Month! Because from January 1st, Federation Day, we're going all the way through to Australia Day. And we demand January be recognised as Australia Month. Yeah. We need a month. Yeah. One day is not enough to celebrate the people who died for this country, people who pioneered this land, our families, our tradition, our culture. So get behind Australia Month. Get behind Raise the Flag. Get behind Australia Voice. Because all them other voices, they're not Australia first. We're Australia first. Get that QR code. Sign up. And we're going to be back here on Australia Day. We're going to have the biggest Australia Day. We're taking back Australia Day. And I know all them speakers today, it was roughly 3 minutes each. And you know what? This is about you. It's not about them. It's not about me. This is about you and your family. This is about your kids and your grandkids. So Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Rob's going to take us out. We are going to celebrate Australia. God bless you all. Thank you. See you next time.
Give it up for Dusty. Best MC ever. We're not done yet. Ladies and gents, I need your beautiful voices to help me with this one. We're going to change the words to We Don't Want Anyone. Don't Tell Me This Is Paradise.
see, and it's only other that's could understand. About the love of God and that's our guarantees. There were no VT heroes in 1973. I was out in the Sydney Hall, someone from what I couldn't kiss. She was like and I was home to the lucky land. She was not so very more from that time on. Now that I was close to it, she found chosen one. And the legs I've been open, and the minds were always closed. Their hearts are good and that's the good of a change. Times were young, I was on playback of me. When the tax riders clattered, the conscience was a bed. When the car box made me jump up, no one ever stopped the train. On the road, we for speed and overland. So back across the country from end to end. Try to find a place to settle down where my needs are happening. No job on and on me, flying truckers where I could. But the nightlife nearly drove me down the bend. And I travel around the world from here to here. It's one family years, one more year, where's the world? Not being in Southeast Asia, but the answer sure ain't there. So one trip to know the check is out again. You know the last plane I've seen is almost gone. Roads there flying out, and I'll be landing in Hong Kong. You know that I can say from a cheap Chinese princess, gonna hit some Hong Kong matches all night long. Yeah, the last plane I've seen is almost gone. You ask me and see this almost gone. It's really got me worried. I don't know I'm in a hurry. You know the last thing I said is, you guys see from here. You know the last thing I said is almost gone. The last thing I said is almost gone. It's really got me worried. I know I'm in a hurry.